The same thing as we did yesterday, winter chicken dinner, called Power Teaching. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna hand this out to you. We'll go over it, and then we're gonna let you get in groups to the back, as we did yesterday. Can somebody raise their hand and tell me what we did yesterday? Or what we learned yesterday? Go ahead, Kobe. Proportions. What did we do with proportions? Solving them? How do you solve a proportion, Kobe? Yes, that is correct. Alright guys, we're going to be on this side right here that says unit rates, 2-1 Common Core. Should look like this with your graphs and everything on there. Someone want to read number 1 for me? Go ahead, Wilson.
Jeff hikes half a mile every 1/4 hour. Lisa hikes 1/3 mile every 1/6 hour. How far do they each hike in 1 hour?
Use the bar diagram to help you determine how many miles Jeff hiked, how many 1/4 hours are in 1 hour. How far does Jeff hike in 1 hour? Yes, Kobe.
2 miles.
2 miles. Anybody else got an answer? Or do y'all agree with Kobe?
I agree.
That is correct. All right, part B. Who wants to come up to the board and draw the graph there? Elijah. Yeah. Who wants to do C? Somebody that has not answered a question yet? T, go. Ashton, fill in D. While they are doing it on the board, I want you to do it on your paper. See if you get the same thing as they do.
I thought we were just drawing the graph. Do it?
Yeah, do it for me. We're going to let your classmates check you.
Okay.
They go half a mile in 15 minutes. In 30 minutes, they would go how far? How many miles in 30 minutes? It's the right one, right? Okay. 15 more minutes. Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay, now use that in this graph.
T, if you need help, go find one person from the class to help you. Ashton. If you need help, go find one person to help you. If you need help, go find one person to help you.
Go that way.
All right, so who done B for me, ready? Or right here? You did? All right, tell me what you did to get these answers.
For every 1/4 hour, I did half mile and 1/4.
So every 1/4 you multiplied by half, right? Is that what you did? So when you
Well,
went out
no,
1/4, 1/2,
I added 1/2.
you added 1/2. So that means you could also multiply by whatever time you're going by 1/2. If you do 1/2 times 2, what is that? 1. You do 3/4 times 2. All right. All right. I want you to look to your partner. Check these answers. Remember yesterday we went teach. I want y'all to teach how you did number 1D. See which one that is? That is right here. I want you to teach your partner how you did this one right here. Ready?
This one in the middle.
This one in the middle? All right, let's do that one. Ready? Teach.
Okay.
Okay. 1 second for 10 minutes. 2 miles.
Yeah, that's right.
So we had 3 hours.
Oh wait, no.
No. Yeah. We're over here, yeah.
Yeah, so you change it.
Multiply 1/3.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
And a winner! All right, so everybody understands how to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get to the reflect. 1A. How did you find Jeff's distance for 3/2 an hour? Does anybody know? Olivia?
Wait.
T?
You can do 1/2 times 4 and you get 2.
Are you sure about that?
That's 2/3.
Kobe, can you help him out?
1/2 times 3.
Yes. You multiply 1/2
1 whole.
by 3. Why? Which one are we looking at? How did Jeff find the distance for 3/4? You have to multiply it by 3, right? Because of the fact that it is 1/4 an hour. That's the 3rd time he goes 1/4 an hour, right? So you have to do 1/2 times 3, and you would get however many he did. See what I'm saying? You want me to write it out on the board for you? Where I can show you? We do it anyway. How about this? Because if you have, we got the answer of 1 and 1/2, right? To get 3/4 an hour, that's what he's asking for, 3/4 an hour. We have 1/2 here, plus 1/2, plus 1/2. How else can we write 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2? Yes, Taylor?
1/2 times 3.
Exactly. That's how we get our answer for that one. 1/2 times 3, and we get 1 and 1/2. Everybody see how we got that?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. All right. 1B, which hiker walks farther than 1 hour? What does this tell you about the speeds at which each they hike? What is it, Kobe?
They walk at the same pace
How do you know?
because in 1 hour they both walk 2 miles.
That is correct. And 2 hours, they walk 4 miles, right? All right, so everybody understand how they got that or how you would get that answer?
Yes, sir.
If not, raise your hand and we can go over. Everybody good? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go through finding unit rates with fractions. As we did, remember unit rates yesterday and the day before yesterday and Monday? Can you erase some of this? All right, Jackson, can you read what a ratio you use to compare 2 quantities at the top of the paper?
A ratio is used to compare 2 quantities. When these quantities have different units, the ratio is called a rate. Ratios and rates can be expressed as fractions. When a rate has a denominator of 1, it is called a unit rate.
Stop right there. All right, everybody see how we're doing this? If we get A over B divided by C and D. Who freaks out when they see a fraction over a fraction? Why do you freak out? Very easy, very easy. Read the last sentence. To find a unit rate, divide the numerator by the denominator. All right, to make this easier, if we just had this number right here, 3/4, we want to know how many times, what does this mean? We divide 4 into 3, right? Divide the numerator by the denominator, correct? All right, so same thing here. We're doing the same thing. We're going to divide the denominator into the numerator. So all we're doing is we're going A over B divided by C over D. What's this look familiar? Does this look familiar?
Yeah.
So how would we actually get the answer to this? Yes, Olivia?
Keep it, change it, flip it.
All right, so we'll keep it, change the sign to multiplication, and flip it. So what would be our answer, Cohen?
AD over BC.
Exactly. So why freak out when you see two fractions over each other?
Too much.
Too much.
It looks.
Like it looks
It just looks complicated, but it's very easy.
It looks like it's not
All right, we're going to do a practice problem. You ready?
where.
So 3/4 divided by or over, let's say 7/8. We can figure it out. Mackenzie.
Unify 3.
So you read it like this? Is that correct? All right, what do we do next? Taylor.
Oh, we keep it, change it, flip it, so it's 3/4 times e to the 7.
And then what do we get?
1 and 1/7.
So 1 and 1/7. What's the
No.
what's the improper fraction? That'd be 24 over what, guys?
28.
Oh yeah.
And then when we simplify, 6/7. Good job. So how easy is this? Too easy, right? Don't get freaked out when you see this right here, because when you start freaking out, you start making mistakes. All right? Do enough? Yes, ma'am?
What I did is I crossed out 8 and 4, and I put for the 4 I put 1, and for the 8 I put 2.
Yes, you can do that. You can simplify your fractions when you get to this point. What he is saying is he is simplifying, meaning if you look across, you can simplify those two. Also, you can simplify the fraction. Say if this was 6/8, you can simplify it there too. So we get 3. And what he's saying he went right here, divided by this by 4, got 1, divided this by 4, got 2, came out to be 6/7. Get the same answer. You can do it either way you want. All right. Example number 2. Who wants to read that for me? Go ahead, Wesley.
While remodeling his kitchen, Arthur gains the cabinet. He estimates that it needs 30 square feet every half hour. How many square feet does Arthur feet per hour?
How will we set this up? It says find Arthur's rate for painting the cabinets. Somebody besides Andrew and Kobe and Olivia. And Wesley.
Okay.
Cameron, what about you? How do we set this up? We want to know how many square feet he does per hour. Well, how would we do it?
Since he predicts that he has 30 square feet every half hour, then multiply that by 2 to find how many he does per hour.
So wouldn't that be the same as putting it over this? Could you get your answer from that?
Yes.
Who think? Raise your hand if you think yes, you can get your answer from that. Raise your hand if you say no. There's no possible way that I can get how many hours, or find out how many square feet he gets in an hour. So everybody thinks, yes, Olivia?
I don't think, like,
You don't think, or you think you can get how many square feet he does in an hour by doing this math problem right here? You don't think? All right. Somebody tell me that does think how you can get it. Gary, do you know how?
I don't think it. I wasn't here.
Okay. So you don't think you can get this? I was saying, how do you think?
Well, you can like, if you multiply both of those by 2, right? Because half an hour is 30 minutes, so.
So if you multiply this by 2,
Yeah. That would,
you would get 1 on the bottom,
Yeah.
get 60 on top.
Yeah, and that's what you
Anyway, no.
figure out.
I think that's how.
To make it simpler of what we just went over, what did we say? 1/2 divided into 30. Same thing as 30 over 1 divided by 1/2. Does this look familiar?
Yes, sir.
Now what do we do?
Keep 30.
Keep it, change it, flip it. So that just tells us, if you look right there, rewrite the fraction on step 2. It says 30 over 1/2 equals 30 divided by 2. That's rewriting the fraction. And then 30, what we say, keep it, change it, flip it, to divide and multiply and divide by the reciprocal, which is keep it, change it, flip it, and we would get 60. So, how many square foot would he have in an hour? 60. All right, let's do a little bit deeper than this. Let's go a little bit further than this. If he can do 60 square foot in an hour, how many square foot can he do in 7.5 hours? Go. Yes. How many did you get?
750 square feet.
Are you sure about that? Pretty sure? What you just told me, you said 750 square feet, right? That means he would be doing 100 square feet an hour. Right?
Oh, dang it. Oh, no, then you.
Yes, Sierra. Help him out.
118.
Yes. Let's see. 0, 30. Period. Would it be 450? Is that what you said? There you go. So it'd be 450 square foot in 7.5 hours. All right. Now it's your turn. I want you to try number 2A. See what you get. 2A right there. It says try this. Page knows 1/6 acre, or mows 1/6 acre in 1/4 of an hour. How many acres does Paige mow per hour? When you finish, raise your hand. You doing it, Jared?
You're loud. Sorry. I'll leave you alone.
All right, winner. All right, look to your partner. Teach.
Alright, so I did 1/6.
Okay. I got 1/3.
I don't think she's
Winner. winner? All right. Somebody raise your hand and tell me what
1/3's
did
not
they
right,
get.
Olivia.
Andrew,
1/3.
how'd you get 2/3? What was your first equation you put down?
Well, I just did 1/6 times. Well, I did it in my head, so I just I thought you multiply 1/4 times 4 to get an hour, so you multiply 6 times 4.
All right. So if we thought about it, Paige mows 1/6 acre in 1/4 hour. Did anybody do it this way?
I did.
All right, and then we have 1/6 divided by 1/4. Keep it, change it, flip it. It'd be 1/6 times 4, like Andrew said, and we would get 2/3. That's correct.
2/3 what? 2/3 hour what? Acre per hour.
It's one thing we're not been stressing because we're trying to get you the concept of doing the math. But when you're doing this, make sure you put all your units. So if it's miles per hour, put miles per hour. If it's mowed or acres per hour, put acres per hour. If you're, what else did we do earlier? If we're doing square feet per hour, make sure you put square feet per hour. All right, let's go down there to 2B, reflect. Before we turn over and get with our groups and start working, how could you find the unit rate for 2A by using a table? So remember when we were doing the tables on the left side here, exploring and finding unit rates? How would we put that in a table of what you just figured out? When you get finished putting it in a table, raise your hand, I'll come by and check it.
You should double your time. If you double that, that'd be 2 4 something. You just doubled. I didn't say that. You should do. Okay. All right, Jonathan, go up there and put it on the board. While Jonathan's putting it on the board, can somebody explain how they did that to find how to fill in the table? Go ahead, Ashton.
If you can get 1/4 an hour, or 1/6 acre, 1/4 an hour, and you get 2 6 and 2 4s, and 3 6 and 2 4s, 4 6 and 4 4s for 1, and 4 6 equals 2 3s.
So pretty much you're doubling every time, right?
Only once.
Guys, when you're filling in a table, make sure you simplify everything you do. Because, right, what is 2 6? 2 over 6. How do you simplify that?
1/3.
All right, 3 over 6.
1 hour.
And then 4 over 6?
2/3.
All right. Make sure you simplify every fraction, because when you get on the Georgia milestone, make sure they're not going to leave a fraction not simplified, if you know what I mean. They're going to simplify it just to confuse you. Okay? I know they're not trying to trick you, but they want you to go to the simplest form where they know you know the material. Everybody get that? All right, flip over on the back. I want you
get with your partner that we have assigned you, that you know who it is, and I want you to do all this back. We roughly have, let's say, 20 minutes to do this whole page, and then we're going to take our quiz. We have a quiz that we got to do. Don't be shocked. You've already learned everything that we had to do, okay?
You didn't tell us.
It's a pop quiz.
Well, I don't like that. I think the rest of the people.
Winner! Chicken dinner! Get with your partner, let's go.